Hello, this is Sarah Maud, Managing Director of the Mind Solution. And this is your guided hypnosis download to enable you to blast away any fears that you may have or any blocks that up until now have been holding you back. So just take yourself off somewhere comfortable that you won't be disturbed for about the next half an hour, and either lie down or seat yourself somewhere nice and comfortable. Please don't listen to this whilst driving or when you need to maintain focus and concentration. And for a moment, I'd like you to just keep your eyes open and to just roll your eyes up as if you were trying to look at a spot on the ceiling, or even look up into your hairline, and just take a nice breath in and slowly out. That's it, just keeping those eyes rolled up. Just breathe in and out again, and then just let those eyelids close, just keeping those eyes up for a moment. Breathe in and slowly out again. That's it, and then just let those eyes relax as your body just begins to settle in and settle down into this space and this time that you've created. And there's nothing that you need to do here to just allow things to happen naturally. You don't need to make anything happen. And hypnosis isn't about going to sleep. Hypnosis is a sleep of the central nervous system. But sometimes it can feel like sleep. Sometimes it can feel as if you're just drifting down into a deep sleep where all the muscles in your body are just relaxed. So you can just allow yourself to enjoy that feeling, enjoy that experience of just letting go, just surrendering, letting go of the stresses of the day, worries of the week, because there's nothing for you to do here in this time and in this space right now, this present moment. You can just let all time elapse. In fact, you don't even need to listen to the words that I say or focus on the spaces in between the words, because your unconscious mind is a storehouse of patterns. It does everything for you, easily, effortlessly, naturally. And so I'd like you to just take a moment to just imagine that there's a beautiful wave of relaxation just running through your body, almost like, you know, that way when you look at the seashore rolling up the beach and back again, that soft ebb and flow of the tide, that easy, effortless way that it just rolls up the beach and slowly back again. It's like you could just imagine that rolling through your body, through the cells, through the molecules, around the back of the neck and the shoulder, that beautiful wave of relaxation. And maybe that relaxation has a color to it. Maybe a lovely, calming, stilling blue, or a golden light. And maybe there's a sensation, like a tingling sensation, as it just ripples through, getting into every nook, every cranny, getting into the very depths of you, allowing you to just relax, allowing you to let go, to surrender, as you just drift deeper. And deeper just means a deeper awareness of that inner world. So the more that you just focus on that inner world, just letting the outer world just disappear, you can just drift even further down. That's it. And as you drift further down, you'll find yourself naturally accessing that unconscious mind, which is that storehouse of patterns that does everything for you. That's it. Just letting it gently do its own thing naturally. And when you came into this world, you came in with a beautiful, vivid imagination that as a child you could use to have so much fun with. That you could imagine all kinds of things that just added to your play, to your adventure. But sometimes as adults we can find ourselves using our imagination in the wrong way. And imagination can lead you down the wrong pathway. Because when you imagine something going wrong, the unconscious mind produces sensations of fear to try and keep you safe from the imagined situation. And in those times we can find ourselves worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. And when you do that, the unconscious mind can interpret that as a feeling that something is about to happen, and it behaves almost like an overzealous security guard. But you know, by relaxing deeply, you can reset the patterns so that it only goes on alert when it really needs to. And so as you just relax even deeper, as I say, fear is just misuse of the imagination, false evidence appearing real. Like a dog chasing its tail, something significant seems to be happening, but when both the flee and the chasing come from the dog, so it is with the mind and fear. But when you stop chasing and running and learn to just sit for a while, you find yourself seeing that it's just an illusion. Fear is just an illusion. And when you see that, when you notice it, when you get a real sense of that, when you grasp fear is just an illusion, just false evidence appearing real, then you can begin to get a sense of living calmly day to day. And one essential element, for what it's worth, of your fear is to be calm. And all sorts of things could happen, like a growing seed of hope, building up into a stem of possibility, flowering into real confidence, that there's a deep down part of you that knows how to trust that everything will work out, that life will work out, that everything will be all right in the end. And if it's not the end. And there will be certain elements that work to look after you. And our world is an unlikely place to exist, but it does. A planet surrounded by galaxies, by universes, by the sun, by the moon, hurtling through the universe, a place where life flourishes, and light and water and forests, mountains, millions of people, all living on this planet together. And astronomers tell us that from a giant sun-like star our Earth was born. And from the light of the star, everything that you know was created, including your imagination, which is there for you to use just in the way that a child would use it to imagine that a broom was a horse. To create, to add to the light of this world, but not to waste needlessly on exhausting doubts, ifs, buts, maybes. And the feeling of not knowing what will happen and just being comfortable to being open to life and possibilities for you, because fear is just an illusion, it's just misuse of the imagination. And you can choose to start to switch off that mechanism more and more. And just relax with not yet knowing how everything will unfold. just surrender, just trust. And I wonder, how about using that powerful imagination that came from ancient starlight to envisage times going well, to imagine things going right. And just notice the experience of commanding the imagination this way and the comfort that it brings. Because the thing is, the mind doesn't know, as science tells us, the difference between what's real and what's not real. So when you use your imagination to imagine things going well, then your body responds accordingly. The body relaxes, the body gets excited. When you feed it the right information, when you feed it an image of trust, of confidence, of reassurance, of comfortable feelings about not knowing how everything will turn out. And the thing is, the body really does know how to relax beyond the extent which you know consciously. And a larger part of your life can be relaxed and calm, like holding the whole universe in your mind. You're in the universe, and yet you can hold the whole universe in your mind, which means that your mind is limitless. And what an incredible thing that is, isn't it? And you can choose to use your imaginative mind when and only when it can truly be useful and serve a purpose. When you can use it to imagine situations in the future working out well, having trust and faith and confidence in your abilities, feeling relaxed about not knowing how things will work out, because everything will work out. The universe, it has your back. And the more that you just relax, let go and surrender, the more that your body will just go with the flow. And you can use that wonderful imagination to just see yourself, see that future self, doing whatever it is, using that colourful, bright, delightful imagination to imagine yourself at ease with whatever you need to feel at ease with about the future. And once again, you can just notice observing the contents of your mind passively, almost as if you're watching something on television, something disinteresting. And the part of you just watching can be so incredibly calm and detached from the contents of your mind. Just like watching clouds drift past on a soft day. And you know that the mind is going to get better at slowing down. And you're going to become very skilled at just watching some of those old, worn-out imaginings, what people call fears or worries, in the same way that you can just watch clouds drifting past in the distance, way, way over there. That's it. And you can relax deeply in the knowledge and the reassurance that that storehouse of patterns has been reset. And just in much the same way that when a gardener plants the seeds, They don't go back every day to check that the seeds are growing. They just trust that the seeds will grow tall and strong. They'll come into bloom. They'll thrive. And in a few moments, with unconscious knowledge and trust, you can really start to notice that you feel so much better in many different times and situations. And you can just begin to just drift back into the here and the now, knowing that you've done really good work. So just bringing that focus of attention back into the physical body, just knowing how relaxed that physical body feels. Noticing the position of the hands and of your feet, and just becoming more aware of the sound of my voice. That's it. And when you're ready, and only when you're ready to move forward in your life, then you can let your eyes open, feeling refreshed.